Aye, aye, back at it again, and here I am, back in the shed with the old Massey behind me. So you might remember, it was, well, ages ago I had the puncher and the tether, and I had to get the wheel off, got the wheel off, ordered a new tyre arrived, here it is, this lovely chunky bad boy, look at that. I'm tyre sniffing again, people. I do like the smell of a new tyre. I don't know why. How weird is that? Oh. Anyway, anyway, I was going to say, this tyre arrived in a box from off of eBay, and I wasn't sure how I was going to get this on the actual wheel, and I was going to have a go myself, and I realised I haven't really got the tools, and I'm not really sure what I'm doing. But I have to say a really big thank you to these guys, BM Lewis. This chap came out with his son the other day, and they were out here for another job. They were out on a trailer tyre that the contractor had brought in, and his tyre had a puncture. Anyway, he came out, and I said, could you, while you're here, just slip that on? And his son, he had his son with him. He's only about 6, and they actually watched a bit of YouTube with me anyway, so they knew who I was. And his son, fair play to him, what a lovely lad. He was really keen, enthusiastic, helping his dad. It reminded me so much of Harry and Jack when they come out and help. So he put the tyre on for me. Really good, really grateful for that, because I was thinking how am I going to get that done. So it's a little knobbly tyre, not for highway use, it says on it. Same size, different tread. Tread doesn't really matter because it's only going on a field, isn't it? So I'm going to put this back on the tether now, and then I'll have a little sniff as well. I'm going to get locked up one day, tyre sniffing, aren't I? Ooh, I do like the smell of a new tyre. High on the fumes of tyres, high on the fumes of life, that's the way to be. Right, so we're going to put this back on the tether. Hopefully this will be a fairly quick job, because I think the hardest bit was me getting it off. I've got to line that, this is the tricky bit. Can you see in there, there's like a bush. I've got to line that up with a shaft, put that on, and then we can get going with the tether. All right, crack on. I've just got to get this on the shaft here. There is the shaft there. Still got the hay in the way. See if I can move that nearer. Can you see that? So there is the nut that I put on. Right. I don't know which way this goes on, but I'm going to put it so that the how am I going to get that on there? Oh. I'll tell you what, it's not easy because you've got flipping tines in the way and everything. My thing is to get it on, if I can just, oh. Okay. That's on partly, but we've still got to line up that. Oh, okay. Right. I think I need to get some grease and stuff on there, really, and a spanner and something to whack it with. Let's be back in a minute. Oh, I'm back again. I took my jacket off to go and get this when I went to get the tools, and now it's chucking it down. Anyway, got some bits of wood, lump hammer. Got myself some lube. So, I'm going to lube up my shaft. Let's face it, who doesn't like a bit of lube on their shaft? Who are misses? Anyway, right. This would be the first bit I think I'd do, I think. Just to make that slide on there a little bit easier. Right, how well is this going to work? some clever person is going to tell me how I should have done this, I'm sure. Because I'm sure there's a better way of doing it than I'm doing it. Right. I'm going to offer, as they say in the trade, I'm going to offer it up to the shaft. Let's have a look. So there is the shaft. Let's see if I can get this on there. Oh. Just remember there's that cap. Now is that cap go on the back or the front? Oh, flipping heck. Right. Do you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to check my video. I'm going to check my video to find out where this goes. I just checked back the video. Saw some nutter tapping off the wheel. God almighty. It's not good looking at yourself, is it? Especially when you make faces like that. Yeah, so that white bit's got to go back on. Back on the shaft. And then I'm going to put the wheel back on. Let's get the wheel back on, folks. Let's get the wheel back on. How on earth are you supposed to line that up there? Blimey, it worked. You know, I do a lot of jobs on this farm, as you know, little jobs like this. A lot of my life is spent maintenance. And do you know what? Some days you just get it right and some days you don't. And that is a day where you get it right. So, as you saw in there was a funny bush thing. And I had to line it up with the shaft, and it was flopping around all over the place in there. And to be honest, I thought it was never going to line up. What happens? I tap it on with a hammer and a bit of a poke, and first thing that happens, it actually stays on, goes on. That's amazing. So all I got to do now, put that bolt on. I'm going to just tap it a bit more with a bit of wood. As you can see, I was a bit naughty. I was tapping it with a hammer, but that was just because I thought I was just going to do a gentle tap just to key it on before I whacked it on with a hammer, and I didn't need to do the block really. I'm just going to give it a final tap on there. That's going to go on, then we're done, I think. Okay, funny faces in 5 seconds. Okay, I'm noticing that this isn't going around as free as it could. It's sticking just to, look. But I think there's a bit of, this is a bit knocked out of shape. I should have tried and checked that before I put it on. I'm not going to take it back off now. That's good enough. When it's running on the ground, that will go. If I can rub that with my hand to make it move, then I'm sure it'll rub on the ground. And also, eventually, that raise point will wear off. So that's good enough. Right. Oh. Left. Right, just got to get this cap back on. It's a bit buggered really, but it will go back on, I'm sure. We've done it. Now, that wasn't clever and pretty what I did there, getting all that on there, but I did it. Tyre wasn't too expensive. Just a bit of faffing. All these jobs, all these little jobs that I do, if they over a year, they mount up to a significant amount of money. And do you know what? I always say to anyone who's learning to farm, it's not learning about it's not all about learning how to look after stock and stuff like that. It's learning to be able to use your hands to do jobs like this that will save you significant amounts of money. And what you save is the equivalent to extra profit on other jobs. So it's not just about looking after stock and milking cows or growing crops. It's whether you can do some of these things like that yourself. Okay, so I'm going to crack on. I've got a new tyre. You'll be able to see that in action later in the year. I think I've got one more cut of silage we're going to do, which is going to be a skinny cut, final cut on a little paddock, won't be many bales. And we'll see that tyre in action. In the meantime, there it is.